I look at?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever. It's just
Too early.
It's just past 6 o'clock in the morning, and Sarah has been out of bed for 10 minutes, you reckon? Maybe 10 minutes.
I'm in my pajamas.
Yeah, she's in her pajamas.
They're cute pajamas, though. Peter Alexander. And the pants are a cute plaid.
So you've never seen that sort of thing on this channel before. So who knows? Morning, Scott. We're always late, and I'm late just for you.
It's my fault today.
I was actually ready to go, and normally when we've got a guest coming on the show, I sit here with them 10 minutes beforehand to check out, make sure the technical stuff is working properly. And this morning, while Sarah was getting ready, I plugged everything in and went, even my shit's not working. So now it's working and you can see us. Who we got here? Greg. We've only got 14 people watching.
I got out of bed for 14 people.
So I put some, this won't be a huge, long one here today, guys, because we're not going to, it depends on how many questions get thrown at us, I suppose. We've got a few questions here, and when I put the post on to different socials to say that Sarah's coming on, asked some questions. The only questions that I got were photography questions.
Oh, how inconsiderate.
You're closer to that, and I haven't got my glasses on. You can read that for me.
G'day from Canada. I'm from Florida, if that helps.
What time is it in Florida, mate? G'day from Canada. Pierre, I haven't seen you on here for a while, mate. Do you actually know Greg? Like on the map, it's only this big, so you probably know each other. You probably bump into each other all the time. We'll have a look at some of the questions that have been sent. Have got nothing to do with Sarah, really.
So glad I got out of bed.
I don't think people quite got the idea of what I was after. Doesn't matter. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. in Florida.
Almost beer o'clock time.
It's beer o'clock time after 10:30, isn't it?
For my dad.
Good thing he's not watching. The first question I had was about iPhone 12 and an unbreakable case. And I think with cases on phones, there's going to be cases that fit in your pocket really well. And there's going to be cases that hold the lenses really well. And then there's going to be cases that are unbreakable. And I don't think you're going to get a combination of all of those in the one sort of thing. This is a Pelican case. Does that work with good enough lighting? It still sees my face. That's what's wrong. Now it sees your face. Pelican case. This is a Tonka Tough sort of case, and I still don't even use it. So then I've got the quad lock case that goes on to my phone just so I can put it on the motorbike and put it in the car. There's all different sorts of cases.
I've got a really pretty case. Mine's...
Yeah, hold it up there.
Hold it up. Isn't that pretty? That's actually a design by an Australian artist. Her business is Typo Flora. I don't know if she ships overseas, but she makes lovely
Give
stuff.
him a plug anyway. Canada is big. Nah, it's not big. It's only this big on a map, mate. You must be at work, Greg. He was talking to me earlier saying, are you starting in like now or in an hour? That's how long I've been awake. What's another question? Another great vid for my 50th in January is coming to Australia from the UK. Any tips shooting Uluru? In January you're coming, so that's the wet season. So bring gumboots.
Will they get to Uluru at that time of year?
I don't know.
I guess so, probably.
If you're booking through a travel agency, I dare say you probably will.
It'll be really hot.
It will be hot. It'll be stinking hot. I'm at home working 3 hours. Didn't you say it was like 3 a.m. or something there? You're up at 3 a.m. Is that right, Greg, or did I misunderstand what you said? Not sure what you mean for tips at shooting Uluru. You can't walk up it anymore, can you?
No.
I don't know how close you can actually get to it. But if you've got a reasonably modern camera on a phone, you're going to have all those variable lenses anyway, so it's going to give you those options. That's probably all you need. 4 p.m. Right. Astro guy. G'day, mate.
Yeah, mate.
G'day, mate. So Greg McMillan one time he told me about in his Canadian accent when I was having a Zoom call with him or a Skype call with him. I can't remember now. And he has an Australian guy working for him. Did I tell you this? I'm not going to repeat it on here. And right now I know he's laughing and going, "Don't say anything." But he had an Aussie guy working for him, or working with him, or something. And the Aussie guy said to say this to Shane, and it was. See, if I said that here, we'd just be demonetized, I think. I have a question. I probably should put these on the screen somehow. How can I do that? I'll see if I can do this.
Why did you give me the little chair today? I feel like I'm in the
Do you want to swap chairs?
baby seat.
Do you want to swap chairs?
No, it's fine.
We can.
It's okay.
Yes, there we go. That worked. Someone asked a question about light painting stuff, and getting these like streaks of light, and that's all about the angle. If I'm light painting that there, and the camera's here, I'd be light painting from either of those sorts of angles with the torch. If you do it too far that way or too far this way, you're probably going to end up with those light streaks that he's talking about.
For the novices, can you explain the angle again for me, please?
This way, not this way. Do you know what I'm talking about or not?
Yeah.
So with a torch, if you've got a little bit of crap on your lens, sometimes it doesn't matter depending on the camera. If it's an iPhone, the more perpendicular or right angle that you're going to get from that camera, the higher the chance of those light streaks.
So you need to be directly in front of the camera?
No, not directly in front and not exactly 90, or not behind it. So somewhere between straight on and 90. Say 45 degrees, you're going to get there's a less chance of it happening. Okay. So next time you're light painting your horse, that's what you need to be mindful of. Mm-hmm. Hey, Greg. I don't know if he's got one of them.
My coffee cup is a gorgeous pottery cup that I got from Bowerbird Design Market in Adelaide. It's got some really cool patterns on the inside.
Well, you better tip everything over the keyboard.
I have a thing for teacups.
In our coffee cup cupboard, Sarah cleaned it out a little while ago, and it's got all the cups that I generally use. Things
big,
like
beefy man cups.
These ones with stuff written on them, and then in the middle is like the regular sort of cups, and then on the right hand side are all
my pretty ones,
all the pottery ones. Yes. What type of farm do you have, and can you get more of your sheds or cattle in night mode? What type of farm do you have? Can you get more?
Take more photos of our stuff.
Is that what they mean? I'm not sure if that's what he means. You can talk about the farm.
So we have a little goat dairy. We're only 13.5 acres. How much is that in hectares? Is that what they measure in over there?
I don't know.
Mainly?
I'm not sure where Mark's from. He might be from Aussie.
So only 13.5 acres, which is very small in terms of farms around us, but all the farms around us are bigger. So we've got a lot of privacy, even though we're only a little farm. We breed dairy goats. At the moment, we've got about 25 goats, not that many. Once upon a time, we had about 80 to 100 here. But now the goats are sort of just a side hustle, and they produce the goat's milk for the beautiful soaps that I make for my business, Windella Farm. And on our farm, we also have 3 dogs and 2 cats and now 2 horses.
There you go. Not sure about more of your sheds or cattle in night mode. Night mode with animals generally sucks because they move. And not sure where he's from. Doesn't say. No, he's got no more comments here. But we don't bring animals into sheds and stuff at night. I'm not sure if you're asking that from. There we go.
Only the goat babies.
Love goats. They would look good. Have you got any photos of goats on that Instagram page?
Not on the whiskey one.
I shut I shut my store down because no one bought anything. Oh, I'm with you now. I bought something, and it's a cracker mug.
There's some goat.
Wish I had a
photos on
farm
it.
for my pups.
Oh, so they could
Ah,
run
so they can
around.
run around.
There's some.
Oh, that's on the Windella farm one.
Mm,
We'll look at the Windella. We'll look at your whiskey one in a minute.
okay.
Petrika. So he's a. I think he's in Hungary. I think he's a Hungarian guy in Belgium. I think, or vice versa. He's been on the show before. He's a nice guy. Love goats. They look good. In the UK, do you do hectares or acres? We'll show you. So you can talk about that if you want. Do you want me to put that on the screen?
Sure.
Do.
So I'm not much of a photographer, and I have a business Instagram and Facebook page for my business Windella Farm. And on Boxing Day, we welcomed our little colt Whiskey. He was born on Boxing Day here, so 26th of December last year. And I thought, well, it'd be fun to do an Instagram channel just for fun. So I created the Windella Whiskey page. I'm a bit slack with putting up content because I really wanted to make it fun. So when I can be bothered, I put it up, usually a few posts at once. At the moment on my Windella Whiskey page, the photos are of him about a month and a half old. He's now 5.5 months, so he's definitely bigger than what you can see there, but he's really bloody cute. That's a really cute photo of Whiskey and our Jack Russell pup, Frankie. Frankie was there when Whiskey was born as well as me. So they've both been really comfortable around each other, and it's pretty cute. This is one of Whiskey's favourite spot to stand was under Becky, my mare's tail, because her tail keeps the flies off him. So you'd always look out in the paddock in the middle of summer and he'd be standing there with his head up her ass. She's swishing the flies off him. He doesn't fit under there anymore. He's huge now.
That's an older photo.
Yeah, I didn't take that one though. You're pretty sure you took that one.
I would have had that. Just throw the phone up in there.
He was so cute and little. We were spooning.
I'm just thinking you're not going to get out there at the moment in shorts.
No.
Oh, there's Twig. Oh, there's the newborn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. This is when he was just born. Look at it.
There's probably a photo of him older.
Not on there.
There's not actually.
I told you that.
Did you?
Don't listen to me.
I don't listen to you.
Do you want me to send you one? A more recent? I'll send you this one.
That's when he was really, really young.
Yeah. That was when he was just a baby. I'll airdrop it to you.
Oh, you can?
You have to.
How good's this? Live.
What?
Just how unorganized I am. Did you airdrop that?
Yep.
Oh, I better accept
You
it
gotta
first.
accept it.
Because it's from you. These people are watching me just.
It's a really exciting video this morning, isn't it? Morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
I'm looking for it. It's not there. Where did it go? You don't get to see that. That's just the way it's going to be.
Have another go.
Romanium. Didn't I say that?
I'll send you a few.
It was Romanian, or did I not say that?
Accept those.
Save to downloads. Oh, now it's coming.
I sent you a couple of videos. These are from when we went out the bush about 2 weeks ago. It was our first time going out the bush with Whiskey as a baby, and it was very exciting. He also got to meet some of my friends' other horses. Like, why is this a horse channel now?
I don't know. Oh, I said Hungarian. It's potato. It's all over there somewhere. Now I know that's going to wind him up. How good's that photo?
Shane took that one.
I should be a photographer.
That's a good photo because it shows that. So that's Whiskey now. He's huge. Hey, 5.5 months old, very muscly. That's a good photo. Shane captured it right at the right moment because it looks like I know exactly what I'm doing, which I don't always. And you can see he's got his eyes and ear on me. So he's focusing. He's nice and soft. and he's doing exactly what I'm asking to. This is a
Ooh.
video. Will that work?
It'll work.
In this video, so this my friend Wade, he's on the black and white horse. That's actually Whiskey's half brother. So they're fathered by the same stallion. How cute is that? He'd only just met that horse. Wade's like the horseman extraordinaire. Many of us in town wouldn't be riding, or certainly wouldn't be doing the things that we're doing with our horses if it weren't for Wade's help. He's very generous with his time.
That's good video now.
That's the end of it.
Oh, it's the end of it. Right. Was there another one?
There's
I think there
two
might have
videos
been
and another photo, I think. Well, this is us heading off on our first ride.
Oh, that's you.
It's not my first ride since Whiskey's born, just our first one out the bush. Done a lot of riding from home. I think your photography followers are really enjoying this.
Oh, we're
dropping
viewers at the rapid rate. That's just your horse and another horse.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Great show this morning.
Hey, it doesn't matter. I was watching because as anyone who is watching this that does YouTube, you know you've got to stick to your niche. And I watched the viewership, the number on the viewership just dropping just then.
This is not your niche.
The only people who are watching right now are the people who are like the hardcore fans. Everyone else is pissed off.
Well, you did invite me on. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Oh, I don't know. Hungarians are actually our arch enemy. Really? You have an arch enemy? That's kind of sad. So we've got. Was there any more questions? Just let me check. Just unshare that. There would be again. I've got a feeling that was even the last question. How long have we been going for? 17 minutes. It'll be the quickest one ever. And
you go back to bed. Come on, throw some questions at us, guys. Anything.
That's hilarious.
Make it worth my while.
So normally we can sit here talking about different bits of kit.
Well, so do that. Just invite me into the conversation.
Talk about the apps that you use on your phone.
Okay, so the apps that I use on my phone, my main app, obviously email because I'm a business.
I meent photography.
Oh. I was going to say email, COSI, internet banking. The authenticator app, that's pretty important. Photography app. So I normally just shoot straight out of the camera app in the phone, and sometimes I'll just whack a filter on straight out of the photos thing when you go edit, and often just a little magic wand. That's enough for me.
You should point your phone up there so they could see what you're talking about. In your edit bit.
Oh yeah. Oops. Where'd it go? Edit. So this is a photo I took of our animals all sitting huddled in front of the fire the other day. And I would normally just go edit and that little magic wand.
That's it.
That's all it takes. Sometimes I'll scroll through the oh, look, I'm doing it fancy. I'll scroll through them sometimes and find a better one. Or if I've taken a photo that I'm pretty happy with, but I can't make it any better because of the lighting or whatever, I'll just give it to Shane and say, can you edit this, please? And he'll normally edit it in Snapseed and send it back to me.
Will I?
I think so.
I haven't used Snapseed for ages.
On my phone sometimes you do.
Oh, you mean hand me your phone?
Yeah.
I'm with you now. There's probably comments here that because I'm not sitting in the middle and I'm not wearing my glasses, and now it's too far away from my glasses and it's too far away from my eyes.
Someone Run DMK has asked, what kind of device do you have?
That's kind of sad. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll get to these other ones. His arch enemy is Facebook. He gets banned a lot. Everyone has. That's kind of touchy at the moment, isn't it? What kind of device do you have?
What one's that?
You drive
11? 11 Pro.
It is.
There we go.
There you go.
It's Shane's hand-me-down.
It's probably time to hand me the other one down.
Yeah.
That's probably too big for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be able to fit in my pocket.
There's a Pixel somewhere.
No, I'm an iPhone girl.
Oh.
Next.
What sort of device have you running there, mate? What's your name? Rund Mark 13. It's funny because on that's the YouTube thing, the symbol there, and he's probably in the Facebook group, but under a different name. So don't know who it is.
What sort of a dog do you have?
That looks like a Kelpie, sort of. One of the ears are really pointed.
Tell us what sort of dog you have. We've got a Whippet, a Jack Russell, and a Chocolate Labrador. Very cute. 3 very different personalities.
I wonder if we've got photos of them on here. Isn't that funny? You've got that. She's got the Windella Farm. So Sarah has 2 different Instagram accounts. One for Windella Farm, the business side, and one for the horse. And this horse photo is on the business one.
Yeah, and it probably got the best reach I've had in ages. But I put it up there so that more people will come over and follow my Windella Whiskey page. People like to see behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Patrika. Yep, gives me a life-size chair. We sat down and I said, "Why am I on the little chair?"
I'm sure that's what you were on before.
Last time you made sure it was all looked even and professional.
Yeah,
this time it's dragged me out of bed at 10 minutes before, and
I've just grown comfortable in
my
audience, and it's just that's what it is, guys. Get out of this. Sure, there's some dog photos on here. Oh, there's a goat photo.
Yeah, I told you there's some goat ones there. That's Gloria, our unicorn.
She's kind of my kindred spirit. She's incredibly unsociable.
Yeah, she doesn't play well with others. That's one we probably don't have anymore.
Right. We don't have any of those.
No.
There's a few on here.
Yeah, people like seeing the goats. That's from when we had a lot of goats.
It is. Look at them all. How good is this viewing, guys? We're not even talking.
There's another goat.
I was actually thinking we should get some dog photos on here.
We should.
Oh, that's that.
That's
we've still got
Daenerys.
that one.
We've still got her.
How good's that photo? That's a ripper shot.
Shane took that one. Actually, I think you've taken all those goat ones. Maybe.
Do you have any fainting goats?
No, we don't. They are a thing, but ours don't faint. No. They're pretty funny when you watch the videos on YouTube. There's like
they kind of, I reckon it's because you know how when you're like vaccinating or something, they get stressed out and they shake and stuff. I reckon it's the same thing.
Yeah, probably a bigger nerve response or something.
There's no dog photos on here. I'm really surprised there's no dog photos. Another horse photo. Still no dog photos. The dogs have just lost the love. Oh, how old is that?
That's Gloria as a baby. How cute. That's our unicorn as a baby.
As I said, very unsociable.
Put me in the bucket.
Yeah. It'd be better if you had a photo of like her away from all the other goats. Oh, look at this. You gave me a shout out. When was that?
I'm sure you noticed it at the time.
Did I? I forgot. No photos of dogs. Forget it. Okay. I grew up with goats. That doesn't surprise me. My father used to make absolute best goat's cheese. I was making goat's cheese, and I was
not very well.
I was probably the best ever inconsistent goat cheese maker in the world. I'd like to say I did the same thing every time, but clearly it wasn't because every result was different. So we just don't do it anymore.
But I make the best ever goat's milk soaps.
You do? There's
some shown in that photo there.
That one? Oh, no, you're talking about the other photo. They're all in boxes.
No, that's fine.
That one. There was a guy that came on. He's a YouTuber from the UK, I reckon. I might have told you about him. He does like beard oils and stuff as well. So he's got like a YouTube thing. I'm pretty sure he's a photographer as well. Anil. And him and his wife, I think he said, do like beard oils and stuff. They have their own business. I can't remember what it was called. There's no photos of dogs. There's another cracking photo. Anyway, do you have anything more to talk about?
Sorry, I need
No.
to sneeze.
Do you want to wait around to see her sneeze or not? Anyway, we're going to get going. That's enough for the morning. No photography talk today.
You have to try better next week.
You can talk about
next
the new
time.
car.
I don't know much about it. We got a new car. It's a Land Cruiser.
Do we even have a photo of it?
76 series.
Actually, I do have a photo of it.
GXL. Do you want me to send you the one from when we got it?
Was it on your phone, was it?
I think so.
I've got a feeling it was on my phone. This is such riveting viewing for the folks.
I don't know where it is.
I reckon I've got it. There we go. Oh, no, that's the van.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
It's the same sort of photo.
I'm probably wearing the same daggy clothes almost.
I'm putting that to... I don't want it here. I want it there. It's funny.
It's not letting me do it because you're doing something. I'm about to send you the... I'll take that one too.
I'm way younger than you, so you'll have the cool unky.
Well, actually, Dan last night said that we were the cool auntie and uncle, didn't he? We went for tea at our bestie's place last night, and they had their adult son with them, who we know very well, and he's lovely as well. And I said to him, "How do you think about us? Are we like your auntie and uncle that are not really your auntie and uncle?" And he said, "Yes, we're like the cool auntie and uncles." I'm like, "Yeah, go us, we're cool." Someone thinks we're cool.
Someone does.
He's the only one.
That's the new car.
Yeah, that's the Land Cruiser.
I was trying to get that photo to show you guys the other, because it's the same bloody thing. How can I? It's in memories. I don't want that. I need someone like Greg McMillan here to show me how to do this.
What this tells us is that you're too embarrassed to have your photo taken with the new car with a giant bow on it, but I'm not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. There is another photo. I'm just going to show you there. Oh, bloody hell. Just keeps going to this memories thing. I don't want it to do that.
So anyway, the new car, Land Cruiser, Tonka Tough. Oh, that's the last time we got a new car, the van, which is what I use for my business. Land Cruiser's Tonka Tough, about 10 years old, really low Ks, and have lots of adventures. I'll be able to tow a bigger horse float because now that I've got 2 horses to take places, hoping for some adventures with both of them. And we'll kind of fit it out with a camper and all the power and shit so we can go places. And Shane will be out doing photography and YouTube stuff, going away for weekends and things like that. Yeah.
That's right. You would have seen that the videos have eased a little bit, and I'm like only doing one a week at the moment. The photography work, as in the paid photography work, has just gone a little bit crazy at the moment, hasn't it?
Popular.
Popular, way too popular. And it's just taking up so much of my time. And whilst YouTube pays you, the corporate work pays you better. So you've got to put the effort to where the bigger dollars come from. There'll still be a video every week. And once it eases off it again a little bit, and I'll start pushing out 2 again. But the weather here at the moment, it's been
very wintry.
Very, very
winter here started about a month early, and it's been freezing this year. Apparently the coldest start to winter in 118 years.
Yeah, that's right. So it's bloody freezing, and it's been during the day, it's been mostly overcast, so it doesn't really warm up at all. And come nighttime, then it's still overcast, and that means no astrophotography. In fact, you probably saw in that video that released yesterday or the day before, right at the end of that, I actually went out there to shoot video and was like, it's all cloudy, it's gone to shit, no astrophotography tonight. Mike thought today was Thursday.
It's okay, Mike, you didn't miss much.
Oh no, Mike would really appreciate that sort of photo right there, Mike.
He can go back and rewatch it from the start.
He could. Mike's a goat farmer. From I want to say Dakota, but I might be wrong.
So on our photography live this morning, Mike, we've discussed horses and dogs and goats
Oh,
and
yeah.
teacups and my pajamas.
He'd like horses. Oh, there's that photo. You should talk about the painting, I should do.
Oh yeah, so this is a painting that Shane gave me for my birthday in February this year. Shane didn't paint it. It was painted by a good friend of ours, Matt Bazina. He's a really talented artist, and it's based on a photo of Whiskey on his first day when he was born. And yeah, it's lovely, and I'll treasure it. And Matt's very clever. That was the first time he'd ever tried painting a horse, so he did very well.
Yeah. He's actually a guy he's incredibly talented
Bring
artist.
up his page.
I'm not sure what's his.
Matt Bazina Art. I tagged him in that.
Zena Art.
Matt's so talented. We also had him do a little piece for my parents for Christmas a couple of years ago of the area that they live near the Broadwater. And yeah, very clever.
He does this a lot.
What's that?
He does these selfie talking to, I'm not sure what you'd call them.
Sometimes he does like time lapses of him making the paintings. I love how that's a really, to me, boring commercial street in town, and yet look at what he's painted, and somehow he manages to see the art in really mundane parts. I like that one next to it with the high rises. Yeah, that's a nice one.
He's done well. He's on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you said that before.
Very clever.
Yeah, he said to me a little while. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
He said to me a little while ago he's thinking about starting a YouTube channel. So I've done a bit of coaching, I suppose you could say, with him. And
did he start one?
No.
Okay.
so
thinking we'll give him a shout out.
No, he hasn't started one yet.
Hurry up, Matt.
Yeah, he wants to start a YouTube channel and to do he goes out on kayaks and stuff. I'm not sure if there's any photos of him on his kayak. He's a surfer. He goes out in a kayak and he wants to start painting from his kayak. And I thought that's such a cool story. It'd be a really cool YouTube channel. So he's thinking about starting one. So all these different bits of kit that I get here, then I kind of go, well, I've already got that. I don't need another one, but it was good to review it. I send a bit to him. So he's got a bit of kit and hasn't done anything with it.
He'll get there.
So if you're watching, Matt,
yeah, hurry up.
Pull your finger out. Mind you, he's obviously very busy. There's some really good photos.
He works as well.
We all work. Been talking about my photos.
Good, Mike. You can go back and watch it later.
Let's have a look at some of these photos here. You can tell us which ones you want to look at. This is on the Bloody Legends page.
Okay.
Why are all these notifications here?
So they're ones that other people have taken.
Yes. So some of these guys have taken these.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Peltz took this, I reckon.
Looking at that grid, it looks like one of those, I'm not a robot things where it says click on all the images that have boats.
That's funny.
Oh, is that a sick duck? What's wrong with the duck?
I don't know.
It doesn't look real happy. Oh, it's got babies under there. Sorry, I'm pointing at the screen.
Is it?
Yeah. That's a baby under there.
I was looking I was looking down under here.
It's probably protecting its babies.
I see. Yeah, very good. This looks like an Aussie photo. Looks like a jacked up Hilux. It is a mate's Hilux. Taken with Honor 7. That's the new Huawei, isn't it? Isn't that Huawei's Honor 20? Honor, I think, is one of the Huawei phones. Someone here might tell me.
Open that one. I wonder where that is. Is that like Mexico or somewhere?
I don't know. Why did you want to look at that one?
I don't know. I was trying to see what it was.
Any more? Any more? Oh, these. I think this is the series. Yeah. When this guy put these photos up, and I saw where it was, where he was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
And
so is New Mexico Mexico?
No, New Mexico is America.
Okay. Why is it called New Mexico? Is it like having like Chinatown in Sydney?
I don't know. Ask the Americans.
Why is it called New Mexico if it's not in Mexico?
So I asked if there was any abandoned campers out there
I bet what?
in New Mexico, Albuquerque. That's where Breaking Bad was set.
Great show.
It's not funny when I've got to explain it.
Great show.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips or any pointers for some of these photos?
Pick one and I'll make some pointers up.
I don't even know what that is.
So my pointer for that is it doesn't really look like it's quite in focus. Is it in focus?
Oh, I don't think it is. So
that's my criteria
that's your
for
critique?
that one. Not quite in focus. That's messy and boring. It's not straight.
It's so
I would
harsh.
have straightened the image so at least it's straight.
Oh, there's Queenie. That's an old photo, I'd say.
And say she's not quite that sprightly now, is she?
No, that's why I think it's an older photo.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this guy. How cool's that?
That's a good one.
I'm actually going to bring him on the show. Him from Sydney. He does a fair bit with Even Longer.
Vivid.
And Even Longer. I don't tend to do too much with Even Longer now. I just prefer to use Reflex. That's not to say Even Longer is not good. It's a great app. But it's good to have someone else who's using Even Longer. I'll bring them on here and we can talk about that because I generally don't talk about it enough. When it first came out, I was all over it. But not so much now. For no other reason than I just enjoyed the other one better.
Go to that one.
This one?
Oh, I like that. My critique of that is that's a good photo. I like the colours and the leading lines. I listen to you. You don't listen to me. Leading line that the wharf is making or whatever it's called towards the sun. So that would be a long exposure.
It is.
Yep. See, two things. Photography stuff. I know.
That the phone that he uses, I know this guy because he won when Reflex they'd ran a competition to give away all those, the lenses that I use.
Mm.
And they ran a competition to give a full set of those away. And this is the guy that won it. And he's using a phone. It's an iPhone 7.
Really?
Yeah. Even that one there. The iPhone 7.
So I have a photography question. We make this a bit about photography. What's that little dot there? And what would that be from? And how would you eliminate it? Mm-hmm.
That's a lens flare from the sun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So would you have left that there or edited it out?
I would have taken it.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how you do it?
Snapseed, the little paintbrush or the Band-Aid
That's right.
thing, and like zoom in.
Look all over it. Look,
see, I do photography.
All over it like a fat chick on a scooter.
I use that sometimes to remove the flies off my face in the selfies that I take with the horses. Take the selfie and I'm like, oh, flies everywhere.
What do you think about that one?
I don't really think it has a point of interest to draw my eyes to. And I think it's unfortunate where the signature is because I feel like that's almost what the point of interest should be, but the signature's in the way.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
There we go.
Looks like you're going on a podcast.
I think you should have Sarah on the podcast to talk about her critiquing skills. You taking the piss, Greg McMillan.
If he is, you say sorry. He's a Canadian. What do you think?
I don't mind that.
Don't mind it?
Mm-hmm.
That's good feedback. She doesn't mind it, Ron.
Trying to be diplomatic.
It is Ron. He's a very good photographer.
Mm-hmm.
He does really good job of astro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon this will be his as well.
In my defense, as much as I'm married to Shane who does astrophotography is not really my favorite type of photography.
And it's fair because horses aren't my favorite type of animal.
Exactly.
But
I appreciate very much the skill and talent that goes into creating astrophotography, but as artwork for me to look at on the wall, it's not what I would choose.
I think there's very clear similarities between astrophotography and horses?
If you had to pick
It-
something to put in a paddock to look at, horses is not what you would pick.
No. If you were to go to a camera shop and said, I need something, Bob, I need a tripod for astrophotography, it's going to be more expensive than just a regular tripod. Just like if you went and bought a rope, but then you said it's for a horse, that rope is now 10 times
Yes,
more
definitely.
than that little rope that you bought from the hardware store.
I spend more on my horse's shoes every 7 to 8 weeks than I spend on shoes for myself. And now I've got 2 horses. It's going to be a problem. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's very sharp. I like the leading lines to, I think the point of interest is the boat. And is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good photo.
How come you don't want to pull out these dots?
Hadn't noticed them yet. And also I reckon they're reflections from the lights.
No, they're not.
They're not?
They're lens flares
Oh,
from these
okay.
lights here.
Yeah, well, if I'd looked at it longer, I'd probably say get rid of the dots.
Yeah. And that one down there.
And the dust on the end of your screen over there.
Over here?
Dusty screen.
Oh, I can't see that.
That's because the cleaner doesn't come in this room.
No. Stay out of my room. That's cool.
Yep, I like that. That is cool.
Lee Cock. Oh, he's from the UK. He's I think when I first started YouTube, there were 2 people who reached out and said, "Hey, come on my show." Macmillan was one of them, and the other one was Lee. And it wasn't. He doesn't have a show as such. It's a Facebook group, and he said, "Can you come on here and explain what you do," sort of thing. Don't like that one? That's kind of
okay.
a nothingness photo.
Yeah, needs something more interesting in it.
He takes really good photos. Yeah, the duck photo before. You're going to go again.
I need tissues.
We'll just wait now until Sarah sneezes. Everyone can wait.
No one, normally in the morning I get up, do a dozen sneezes and go through a quarter of a box of tissues. No one needs to see that on your live. Trying to hold it in.
But he takes really, really good photos. This is just not one of them. I'm not sure what he was going for.
You can do better, Jason.
Yeah. And he does do better. That duck photo before and the dragonfly photo, that was him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd have to say this is probably...
It's pretty good.
I'd have to say it's probably an iPhone. We'll see if it says in the post. Yeah. iPhone 13 Pro Max. And you know how I can tell that? Because the sun, it looks like radioactive cheesels.
Okay.
And it's just something that iPhones do. That's cool.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, well done. I like that. How do they make the flames come out of the back of the car? Why does that happen?
I have no idea. Someone might be able to tell us.
Lit a fart.
Some car person might be able to tell us.
That's cool.
Ah, it's
That's
Patrika.
Cool. I like that. Good job, Patrika.
It's the Hungarian. He's a good photographer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hopefully
that's a cool bridge.
Hopefully he's not here listening to me because he'll hear me saying good things about him. I don't make a habit of that. I reckon Kathy does, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool moth.
Moth or butterfly?
I don't know.
Flutterby. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of lightning in 30 seconds. Any more? This would be, yeah, it's Ron again.
That's a good one. So the dots in that, are they reflections from the lights and the stars?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Very still water. Have you tried apple cider vinegar for your sneezing? Kept my allergies. No, I haven't. I've got it, apple cider vinegar, but I can't imagine wanting to consume it. Yeah. How do you take it, Greg? Let me know. Thank you for the advice. Usually just happens in the morning, then I'm all right once I get going.
So look, it's pretty cool. Wonder what that is. Patrika, what is that?
An art installation of some sort.
Oh, he took some photos of...
there's some more of it, though.
No, I guess it is an art installation. You
Oh,
just
it's got
know.
lights on it. That's cool.
You just know that some artist somewhere has absolutely cleaned up with some local government saying, I'm going to make this thing for you.
Absolutely.
You're going to pay me lots of money. He took a similar sort of photo with a plane propeller. It was very cool. I really liked it. Hopefully we see it in a second. Yeah, see that water?
Greg takes it in capsules, the apple cider vinegar. Oh. I'll have to ask the chemist about that. Thanks, Greg.
The water one before, I see he takes better photos. Same guy.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Zach Young.
They're cool.
Yeah. I reckon Zach has been around, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, since I first started.
Oh.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Exploit
That's
raw.
the sort of thing I'd make you take of us.
I know. You'd be in it on your own, though. iPhone, you reckon? Oh, S22 Ultra. The iPhone's kind of lost it a bit. There was let's say diatomium, Bruxelles. Oh, that's the ball thing with the art installation.
Oh, okay.
I just worked out what he was talking about.
Mm.
Sorry? For a while there, when this iPhone came out and it had the macro mode, and then you had the S21 and S22 with the awesome zoom, every photo at this time of the month, you'd see all these moon photos. In fact, I guarantee we'll see some in a second. And then when the iPhone came out, you had all these photos of the eye. That's why I thought it was an iPhone one. It's
pretty eyes. Last time we did this, didn't we have headphones on? Don't you normally have headphones on when you
I do when when I've got someone else. So I can hear them talking to me without reverberating through. But no one's talking, just us. Toidle. It's kind of cool. Wonder if that's in a housing or not. That's kind of cool too. In the Philippines. I think we've probably seen enough, don't you? I haven't been through this for a while yet. Because this is on the Bloody Legends.
You've been
Facebook
ignoring
page.
your group.
Not at all. I just don't look at it all the time. If there's people who tag me and stuff and ask questions, I'll answer it. And it's really just for each other to share stuff with each other. For all the members to share stuff with each other. And the admins, they're just good at looking after it. I don't really need to do too much with it.
They do it all for you.
Yeah. Remember that photo I took of the bike on top of the post?
Yes.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
That's cool. Here comes the moon photos. That's quite cool for a phone. I think we've had enough of that. We've had enough of that. Shall we get going?
I'm ready for breakfast. Do you know what I'm having for breakfast? I did groceries yesterday.
And she bought a 17 kilo tub of, what's it called? Nutella.
It's only a 1 kilo tub of Nutella. I don't buy Nutella very often because if it's in the pantry, I'll eat it by the spoon.
So that won't last long. It's freaking big. It's huge.
But sometimes for weekends as a treat, I let myself have crumpets with Nutella for breakfast. And I'm looking forward to that.
They may not know what crumpets are.
Crumpets?
Is that a worldwide thing?
I think it's an English thing.
Oh, it's English, is it?
Shall I get them and show them?
If you want.
Get the crumpets.
I think last time that Sarah was on, this is why she's lower. This is one of our dining chairs, and I'm on my office chair. And I've put it down as low as I can take it down. But I think last time when Sarah was on, we sat here talking about food as well, didn't we?
Probably.
Well, they've got Nutella everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Nutella.
How big's that?
I normally buy like the little ones so that I'm not tempted to have too much of it. But this was on special, so I was pretty much saving money. And then these are crumpets. They come in like a little pack. Oh, they have crumpets in Canada. Yeah. And for those who don't know, they're like a little piece of bready toast, but they're all aerated. So when you toast them, they're like crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. And a really nice combination for your crumpets is to have them with, so crumpets, lots of butter, little bit of raspberry jam, and then the Nutella. Raspberry jam and
Really?
Nutella goes really well together.
How do I not know that you do that?
I'm sure you've seen me do it before.
No.
Yeah.
It's not something that I would do.
There's a lady that does markets and she makes macarons, and I've requested that she do Nutella and raspberry macarons. How good would that be? Really good.
There was that macaron place at Canberra that we got.
Yep. They were good.
They're all different. I don't see macarons
They had
very
like
often.
Milo flavour.
Yeah.
People would know what Milo is.
Do you know what Milo is?
You guys know what? I'll get the Milo.
Do you have Milo in Canada? By the time this is over, the whole pantry will be out here in my little studio. Nutella, crumpets, and Milo. Butter and honey. See, that's where I'm at with
Butter and
that.
honey?
Butter and honey.
Yeah.
Greg's like, damn, now really hungry.
So this is Milo. I think this is definitely an Aussie thing. You drink it as like a milk drink.
Turn it around so they can see it on the edge there.
It's like a brown powder. We don't drink this very much. It's really nice as a hot drink as well. It's also something you can eat by the spoon. But I do that too. As kids, in our house, my mum was like super, super healthy. Like we were the kids that got sent to school, like great mum and doing the right things. And it sounds like I'm bagging her, but we were the kids that got sent to school with like carrot sticks and apple and sandwiches with like banana and sultana in them. And but our friends had like the chocolate and the LCM bars and the chips. So I was always trying to swap my lunch for my friend's lunch because it was better. But we would have Milo, but really occasionally. But because we were such a healthy household and didn't get much like sweets and stuff, if you made a Milo, so you'd have about 4 heaped dessert spoons of Milo. So you want the Milo to come to about there in the cup. And then you add just a dash of milk and then mix it to a thick paste. And then it's like eating Nutella, really, because it's wet Milo. But now as grown-ups, when I have a Milo, I put about 3 spoons, not 4, and I do put milk and I mix it, but while it's heating up in the microwave, I'll eat another few spoons of the Milo.
And she uses one of those, those big serving spoons.
Soup spoon.
Big soup spoon.
A ladle.
It's not quick. It's quick. We have quick here as well, but it's not that.
No, quick's more powdery.
Yeah.
Quick's really powdery and dissolves better and doesn't taste like Milo. Milo's like,
it's almost crunchy.
Yeah, Milo's crunchy and it's not really a chocolate. It's malted chocolate flavor. They say it. I think, when they released like the health star ratings, didn't Milo get like 5-star health star ratings? It's not healthy. It's not a health food. I think they've taken away its
you know why?
rating.
You know why it got good star rating?
Because sports people drink it.
Nestle, one of the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah.
Nestle's quick.
It's extract of malt barley and rice, milk, solid sugar, cocoa. Yeah, so it's like malt, barley, and cocoa. It is crunchy, which makes it's great on ice cream. Ice cream's my favorite food group. So vanilla ice cream with like 2 spoons of Milo sprinkled on top. So good.
Now, Mike's talking about his Land Cruiser. But Mike wasn't in the chat when we were talking about the car.
So he's gone back and watched
on earth do you know we were talking about the Land Cruiser?
How, Mike?
How are you doing it? He's watching it twice. He's watching like the live stream
He
here.
doesn't want to miss
He's
the
watching what we've done before.
in-person action.
And he's gone, they're just
What
talking
have I
about friggin'
missed?
food now. I'm just going to go look at the goats. They're talking about goats and horses and Land Cruisers. I'm going back over here.
Great chat. Anyone else have other food questions?
Ah,
Beaver tails. Is that actual beaver tail?
that's like fried bread sort of thing. I reckon you'd
Oh.
like it.
Okay. Is it sweet or savory?
I think it's like a cross between donut and bread.
Okay.
Yeah. When we were looking to go to Canada for skiing that time, before we went to Japan, I reckon it was. I was looking at they have beaver tails and they have like this other thing with like hot chips and cheese curd and gravy, I think. Is that right? What do you call that? Putin or something they call it? Well, I don't want to call it Putin because it's like the Russian dude. It's called something like that. I can't remember what it's called. We don't have it here anyway.
There's a photography question.
There is not. There is. Oh my God. A lens adapter. Need more information. Lens adapter. If it's a moment lens, they've got the bayonet type. If they're screw-in lens, a 17mm one, then well, you got reflex and you got moment. Oh, sorry, reflex and sandmark. That I think either of them are going to make it. I think that's what you mean. Advise the best lens adapter. I wouldn't get an adapter or a clip-on thing. I'd get for lenses. I would get the case that is going to mount it perfectly in line, or it's too much of a pain in the ass to move those clip-on things around. It ends up not getting perfectly in the center, and you won't be happy with the
Kathy
photos.
has a question too. Vegemite, all the way.
If I had to choose, I'd say
Vegemite.
Promite.
You're wrong. Definitely Vegemite. Lots of butter, little bit of Vegemite.
You're wrong. You see what it says up the top of the screen there? It says Shane Mostyn.
It also says mobile photography. And yet, here we are.
Here we are talking about Promite.
Poutine. That's the food.
That's
with
the one with the
stuff on
chips
it.
and the curds and. And you eat that shit? Paracha. A good hot beaver tail.
That sounds great.
It sounds rude.
It does a bit.
What on the
Do Canal.
Greg? Oh, is that Greg is in Macmillan, Greg?
I'm lost, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
I thought you said there was a question.
That was the, I don't know.
Oh, you said there was a
That
photography
the
question, and that was a Vegemite question. Clip on. No, don't do a clip on. You won't be happy, especially if you're doing night stuff, because you won't know that it's not worked until well after you've done it and zooming right in on what you've done. If you're going to do nighttime photography with a lens, an additional lens, get the.
Show them yours.
They're all over there.
Go and get it.
Oh, but I don't want to.
I'll take care of everyone.
Oh, God.
Any other
We
Why'd you
were
do
on
that?
mute. Didn't know that.
Everyone missed my fascinating conversation about what I ate for lunch. I won't repeat it.
Astrophotography and food. This is what I was talking about. This is what is this one? This is a Sandmark one. All my reflex stuff is in the other bag in the car, but that's the case, and the reflex one is very similar. and that your lenses screw directly into that.
So it's not
Right.
a clip-on.
It's a threaded mount, and it just screws in.
So that's what you would recommend over a clip-on.
Definitely do that over a clip. The clip will not line up perfectly. Trust me, it's going to piss you off if you don't do it that way.
Take 2, Sarah. Oh, they do want to hear what I had for lunch. No, they don't.
No sound, Sarah.
All you see is 2 people laugh.
You know who that is?
Thomas Mostyn. Hi, Tom. Is Carly up? If she's not, you should go and wake her up.
Take 2.
Hi, Christoph.
Guten Tag. Is that right?
Probably.
I might have just called him something really bad. Don't know.
Morning, Tom. Go and get Carly up.
You.
I had it handled.
Pair of bloody legends.
Yes.
So for those who didn't catch on to this, because I thought that's a very cool like emojis there with the sound. And I thought that's very clever. And you know who that is? That's Tom. That's our son, Tom.
It's a Saturday. Yeah, well, I should have been sleeping in too.
But she's taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
I never said no to you.
I did German in high school.
Oh.
And it's one of the few things I remember.
I did Japanese. I don't remember much of it.
I did
it mostly in primary school.
I probably learned more Japanese before we went to Japan than what you learned in school. So what were you telling them when I was over there?
About what I have for lunch. No one really cares.
Somebody said.
Most days.
Somebody said take 2.
Okay, so for those who do care, Pierre, for lunch most days I have a plate with some cut up veggies and hummus and like half a dozen little crackers and cheese and dip. And then sometimes if we're both home for lunch together and it's like really cold and wintry and we want something a bit more yummy, Shane doesn't eat the veggies and the hummus. Sometimes we'll do like toasted wraps with egg, bacon, hash brown cheese and barbecue sauce. That's delicious.
That
was pretty much
right.
Yeah.
It had bacon. It was always going to win. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No?
No.
We should call it a day then. We've been going for an hour.
Good.
Talking it. I feel so short with the chair down this low. I'm looking up at the monitors.
What's everyone doing for the weekend? Is it the weekend coming up where everyone is? Or is today Friday for most people?
Today's Friday.
Tell us what you're doing for the weekend.
For lots of people.
For the weekend, we are, what are we doing? We're going to list our other car for sale.
I don't know what that means. I had
15 fruit corner yogurts. I was mullered. What's mullered? Like high or drunk? Why did you eat 15 yogurts?
He was stargazing.
I thought you were going to say stoned. Stargazing.
I mean,
Yummy. Yeah,
exactly.
Bacon's good.
The Canadian bacon's thicker, right?
It's cocktail time in Canada. What's your favourite cocktail, Pierre? Sorry, I'm reading ahead and giving away the ghost.
Giving away the ghost?
I don't know.
It's a bit early for you.
So tired.
I want to know what these 15 fruit quarter things are.
I'm imagining like little pudding cups. I'm having a massage tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, I love a good zoo. Cool.
Yeah. So we're expecting to see some animal photos.
Yeah, that sounds like a great weekend. Enjoy.
Tough crowd. You've got to answer what these fruit corner.
What are the fruit corner yogurts?
Things.
Muller is a yogurt brand
Martini.
in the UK. Martini's his cocktail of choice. A dirty one. Oh, okay. I like Muller. Okay. I like Kraken on the rocks is my drink of choice at the moment. Hi, Ron.
G'day, Ron.
You haven't missed much.
Well, we've been talking this shit for an hour. Ron's the guy with the Astro with the lights in the front. No, you probably don't remember. There's a reflection off the water.
Yep. The greeny coloured water.
Different guy.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Yeah, like one of those. There's a yogurt photo with
Look at
that.
Look at that.
Hummus causes coughing. Okay, thanks, Ron. But I ate it like for lunch yesterday, and now it's this morning, and it's only that I'm sinusy. happens in the morning. Oh, yogurt. How do you eat 15 of them?
Tom just said that.
What's wrong with this man? He ate
Thanks, Tom.
15 of them.
Tom's sitting there going, it's not hard. It's yogurt with fruit in the corner.
Google.
We're busy, Tom. That's what you're there for.
We have yogurts like that, and
We
they've
do.
got like crunchy bits and stuff, and you tip them in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
So for us for the weekend, this weekend, what are we doing? We're going to list our other
Sell a
car
car.
for sale.
We're selling the wanker.
Pajero, yep. If anyone wants a Pajero. What else are we doing? We've got to get some fence posts for the buck fencing we've got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, it's one of my niece's birthdays today, Twiggy Ann Douglas. So tonight we've got family tea for her. She's turning 8. What else? I'm going to ride my horse today. So when I go riding, because Whiskey, the foal, is not weaned yet. So everywhere we go, he has to come. So go for a ride on Becky with Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Farm jobs.
Do some videos.
I'm
going to edit a heap of bloody photos. Heaps of photos. And
tomorrow night, Wendy and Craig are staying with us.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got family staying tomorrow night.
He didn't really eat 15.
Okay.
Ah, right. It has clearly backfired. If I ate 15 yogurts, there'd be backfiring going on too.
Helping the wife
Flower
on her
farm.
flower farm. What sort of flowers does she grow? Have you got some photos?
Hello. How do you pronounce that? Ovni? Ovni?
Maybe.
But that's Perth. It's like another country. The east side's where it's at. Because we're still asleep in here. Hello, Mrs Mostyn.
Hi.
Cool. Let's call it a day.
You have some breakfast.
Oh, sorry. All sorts of cut flowers. There you go. Breakfast time. That's what you should do, Tom. Go down to... Has he got a serve?
Oh, yeah. They've got stuff near them. Yes, Tom. Okay. You should make Carly breakfast in bed this morning. Go and get some crumpets and Nutella and a raspberry jam. Make her a coffee and take her in some breakfast. Let her sleep a bit longer first, but that's what you should do.
20 stone to be precise. I'm not sure how big that is.
I don't know.
I'm assuming that's big because you said a big fella.
20 stone. 20 stone doesn't sound that much.
I don't know. Tom, Google it and send it to me.
Thomas, convert 20 stone because I thought like that's like 10 kilos or something.
I forgot. It has to be more than that.
They just roll their eyes.
There we go.
Oh, 127 kilos.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. He's just going to have to be a fact checker.
That's right.
Fact checker, Tom.
Yeah.
Are you going to make Carly breakfast? You should. You're great together. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, guys.
That was a see you next Tuesday.
Yes.
See you next Tuesday.
I brought your stubby cooler in. Do you want me to show them? You were talking about that in another live.
Was I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's out near the mower. Show
it was
tell.
too. Yeah.
More show and tell.
You're still coughing. It could be the hummus. Put it this way, it's been a while since. Morning. Have a great weekend. Oh, yeah. So in the Northern Territory, or the NT as we call it, they had a what time is
Feet
it there?
are overrated anyway.
It's 7:15 at the moment.
In the morning.
She doesn't like Nutella. We do have crumpets though. She doesn't like Nutella.
Jam.
No, didn't she have
Peanut butter and jam?
Didn't Carly have, or was that you when we went out that night? And one of you got like a Nutella thick shake or something.
That was her sister.
Ah, right.
Peanut butter and jam's nice on crumpets. The hot tip, though, put the jam on the bottom and then the peanut butter because the jam soaks through the holes and makes it good.
Shane Boston Mobile Photography.
You were talking about your
So in
another
the
mobile photography related topic.
in the Northern Territory, which is like up the top of Australia in the centre, they had an ad campaign running saying "See you in the NT."
Clever play on words.
That's just for you, Macro Macmillan. I know he's laughing at that right now.
I don't use that word very often at all. It's reserved for one or two special people.
Getting thirsty and hungry. Cheers, mate. Have a good weekend. The Americans have whatever it is. I don't know.
We've to be talking about a lot of different things.
Oh, Jello.
Jello's like jam, isn't it? But with less chunks in it.
I think, and I might be wrong, Jello is more like
jelly.
Jam, but not for fruit, not with fruit all in it.
Yeah. Like doesn't have pieces of fruit in it. Yeah. Like smoother.
Yeah.
We have jam mostly, really. I don't know. I've never seen Jello in the shops.
I can send you down.
A shit. What?
Oh, I reckon that might be Kate.
Why is someone sending us a shit?
I think it's probably a typo.
I hope so.
Otherwise, the mail might have a problem with it. I don't know who it is. I've got to because see on what we're looking at here is the Facebook user. I've got a feeling it's Kate because Kate used to live. She came here one day.
But
Kate,
why is she sending us a shit?
But it's a shirt, I reckon, because she's moved up to Darwin.
Oh, a shirt with "See you in the NT." That'd be great.
That would
Kate.
be awesome. I'll even wear that.
I'm size small. Shane's 2XL.
Easy.
3XL.
I don't know either one. I've only said it once, Sarah. It's very.
What's that? It's not a nice word.
Not that jelly. Jello. Wow. He's got to be a big fella. I'm kidding. It was Scarface because. What?
This has kind of got a little bit rogue.
Have you not seen one of my live streams before?
This
is how it goes.
Gelatin in jam. There is gelatin in jam. But our jam's more chunky with fruit in it. It's like a preserve.
Like a, do they call it conserve?
A preserve.
Yeah.
A conserve. Shall I get the jam?
No, you don't need to get the jam. Oh, dear, oh dear.
It is a shirt, not a shit.
Yes, it's a shirt. It is Kate. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Have
you seen UFOs?
No. No, not in the outback, just here. Or when I go to Melbourne sometimes. No, haven't seen a UFO. All I see is Elon Musk's satellites and like satellite trains. The ISS.
There's no room for UFOs up there
that's
anymore.
About it.
Pectin in jam and jelly. Geez, Mike's in the know.
He is all over it.
Mike should be our fact checker. Thomas has let down the team. Pectin in jam and jelly.
He's absolutely on the money. He's when I had him on the show here, we were talking about things beforehand. I don't think he's like a prepper or anything, but he's certainly in touch with what's going on. He's a pretty grounded sort of bloke. And if anyone was going to point that out, it would be him.
Okay.
He's a nice guy. I thought gelatin. That's gelato. Gelato. Gelatin was an Italian. Gelato. Oh, this is that guy. Now I've got it. He said
jelly is jam without the chunks. Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree, Ron. Good summation. Man, how long can we talk about jelly and jam for?
15 minutes apparently.
Ruin astrophotography with all these.
No, it's not true. They're up there, but I take plenty of nighttime photos, and most people in this group here would take plenty of nighttime photos. And sure, you get them occasionally, but you also get the satellites, you get planes and shooting stars and all that sort of shit. That all happens. I don't think it's ruined it at all. And we'll probably end up using it very soon. that internet because our internet sucked diddly yucks. Anyway, shall we even for day photos? What are we talking about?
Is awesome. Lightroom. You're missing
Shane,
questions.
I am missing questions.
Shane, Lightroom is awesome, even for day photos.
Yes. Don't push enter between all your sentences, your bits, because I miss it a bit. Remember the fleet. Are you the guy who sent me like videos of UFOs and stuff? Is that you? I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah, it is the same guy. I'm not sure what you're asking though. I'm not following. The chat is kind of jumping between everything, and you're.
I think we've moved on from the jelly though.
Oh, I think we've moved on from jelly. Yeah. We've moved on from Nutella and jelly. Shane Lightroom is Buzz Lightyear. Shane Lightroom. Anyway, let's go.
Someone wants an opinion on Elon Musk.
He's a guy that I see
more money than he should ever than one person should ever have. That's my opinion.
My opinion on him is that he's a guy that I see on the news. Who knows what he is? We don't know.
Names his kids weird stuff.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. What does he name them?
Like Greek numerals and numbers and.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, didn't know that.
He's my best friend's doppelganger.
Oh. There you go. Well, Friday. if he makes good internet, I'll be happy with it. It's Friday. I can't stream more than a few. Fair enough.
I understand. I can relate.
Let's go.
Okay.
We're out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Not me. I'm going to sleep in that time.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Aren't we away? Or is something happening in 2 weeks? Whatever. Oh, no, it's Kahuna Market down the Sunday.
I'm trying to see my calendar and I can't quite see it.
Bye, anyway, guys. Thanks for watching.